Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Mellon. Welcome to the Moon and Star Therapy channel. Okay, if you know you are a whole vibe, okay, if you know you're an alien superstar, a spiritual unicorn, goddess, fairy, mermaid in these streets, okay, I would love for you to become a part of the Moon and Star family. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss an upload from me, okay? And for those of you who are not new here, hello ladies. Hello guys, how are you all doing today? Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. I truly appreciate you. I truly love you. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. I hope your Thursday is going great, okay? It's probably the end of the day, probably when I'll post this video. I might post it Friday, I'm not sure. But wherever this message finds you, happy Thursday or Friday, okay? So ladies and guys, I got a special video today, okay? So this is going to be a little chatty patty, okay? I am going to be in my feelings a little bit and I might go on a little tinge rant, okay? So recently this week I uploaded a video about self-care, mental mindfulness, like, you know, how to start with self-care. Where's the best place to start? Where's the first place that we should start? From my opinion, I'm not saying that it's right, I'm not saying that it's wrong, it's just where I think that we as women and generally anybody should start with self-care, okay? Well, I had a ugly ass ignorant troll, okay, to leave me a comment, and I can't even lie, it got under my skin. And normally I'm the type of person to try to ignore stuff, you know, try not to let it bother me, block that person, or delete the comment, or not say anything at all, okay? But I did respond to her, okay? I really wanted to light her ass up. I didn't light her up like I wanted to, child. It took all the God and unicorn fairy sparkle dust in me not to light her ass up. I mean, I really wanted to let that inner Fayetteville out, okay? Because, you know, people be here on, you know, coming on people's channels and behind their phone, behind a screen, and they're bold, and you don't know who you're talking to, okay? So I deleted her comment. Someone was talking to me. I mean, the way I responded, I felt like I responded in a good way, in a spicy way, in a way that wasn't too hurtful, wasn't too, you know, crazy, not threatening nobody, but in a way like, don't come for me, don't try it. But, you know, someone was talking to me about it. It was like, Amber, you know, don't even pay attention to her. You're better than her. You know, you have a whole brand. You know, this is just the beginning. You're going to go far. You don't want people to have any dirt on you, blah, 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 whatever. I really wanted to keep it up there, but I took their advice. I deleted her comment, okay? So for the people who don't understand what moon and star therapy is about, for religious people who don't understand what moon and star, so let me tell you the lady's comment. Her comment was, you know, she thinks I waffle too back and forth with my videos, which that's her opinion. I could care less. If I resonated with everyone, if I pleased everyone, if everybody liked me, if everybody liked what I was doing, if I was making everybody happy, that means something about me is inauthentic. Something about me is off. I'm not living my true self. So that part I could care less. I don't care because everyone has an opinion. So what? The part that annoyed me was she doesn't like the fact that my channel is named Moon and Star Therapy. She doesn't like the fact that I say Moon and Star Family and that it's a religious symbol, and she doesn't appreciate me using it. That's the part where I wanted to be like, you know, I'm not even going to go into that. I mean, I really wanted to light that ass up, but I didn't, okay? Because, you know, I'm a teacher, you know, some people look up to me, you know, I'm a spiritual leader, you know, I have to be the bigger person. I wasn't all the way the bigger person. I did get a little low now. You know, Michelle Obama says we need to go high. No, I got a little low with her, okay? Because I'm human. I'm only human, and she didn't know. She doesn't know why it was such a trigger for me. She doesn't know why it got under my skin. But I'm about to share on this channel why Moon and Star Therapy is so important to me. Why did I name my channel Moon and Star Therapy, okay? We're about to get into it. And for her to be a religious person, this is the problem that I have with certain religious people. Whenever their views or anything that they believed is challenged, instead of responding in love, not arguing, not debating like the Bible says, They want to project in anger. They want to project in fear. They want to isolate. They want to reject you. They want to separate you. They want to banish you. That's not the love of God. God and Jesus Christ, as I remember, sat with the tax collectors, sat with the people who will curse you out, who will cut your ear off, sat with the whores, sat with the whoremongers. So I don't understand how religious people can be so holier than thou, preaching the word of God, when you don't even operate in love, okay? First of all, I understand that the moon and the star is, the Islamic culture has adopted it on their flag and adopted it as their symbol. I totally understand that, and I totally respect that. Even though I don't identify as any religious title, I am still respectful of everyone's religions, even though religious people are not respectful of other people's beliefs, okay? So let's get that out the way. I'm still respectful. I understand that to super religious people, that may be triggering, and if it's triggering, my love, you shouldn't be watching my channel, because first of all, I am not religious. I don't identify as a Christian. I don't identify as any religion. I am an ambassador for God. I am a spiritual being. The last time I checked and I read the Bible, because I was raised in a Christian church, and at one point I did identify as a Christian, but I'm bigger than that. I'm outside of a box. Religion can't hold me, so I don't like to identify as anything, because I want to experience all that life has to give me. I want to learn from all places. I don't want to be conformed to just learn from one thing. That's just my personal opinion, my love. So if you're super religious, if the moon and star symbol triggers you, if the title of my channel triggers you, don't effing watch. It's easy as that. You don't have to the Bible also says, as I recall, first of all, let's get this straight. I have read the Bible, and nowhere in the Bible does it have the word Christian. Jesus never said in Matthew, in the Gospels, in Luke and John, if you're follow me as a Christian, or the Christian is not in none of those texts. It says, be a disciple of God, be a disciple of Christ. Be a follower of Christ. Man adapted the word Christ. More so, the European culture adopted the word Christ. My ancestors called Jesus Yeshua, okay? Yeshua, okay? God, Abba, Father, okay? So I'm not even going to go deep into that. But the last time I checked, Christian was not in the Bible, okay? But since we are where we are in our society today, I do not identify as a Christian, okay? So if you're super religious and you have a problem with the things that I say, simply don't watch, because I'm not religious. If you're super religious, there will be some things that will be triggering to you, my love, okay? You don't know me from Adam and Eve. You don't know me, okay? You don't know why I decided to name my channel Moon and Star Therapy. You didn't know that on June 29th, 2019, that God gave me a vision, that God announced when I would have my baby, that my baby girl announced herself in the form of a moon and a star. How could you know that? You don't. I don't expect you to, because you don't know me. But if you're a true religious person, you should only be speaking positivity. You should only be speaking life for the edification and the building up of other people. You shouldn't be going around on other people's channels and spreading negativity, talking about what you don't think I should be using and what you have a problem with. Okay? Not that I care, but I really could have lit your ass up. I really could have said some very nasty, hurtful things, but I didn't. But I just want to let you know the reason why it got under my skin, because you didn't know that God gave me that sign in a dream. That is why Moon and Star Therapy is the way it is. That is why I constantly wear the moon and the star. That is why I have a moon with roses and stars tattooed on my freaking arm. That is why I call my channel, my tribe, the Moon and Star family. Moon and Star is a way of life. It's a way of being, okay? When I really desired to be pregnant and I really wanted to have a baby girl, and I was really manifesting and trying to stay positive and coming out of a dark, negative way of thinking because I wasn't seeing the results I wanted to, God gave me that dream. And let me tell you something else. I understand that the Islamic culture uses the moon and the star for their symbol, but it doesn't belong to them. Last time I checked, in the beginning of Genesis, God created the sun, the moon, and the stars. Go read the creation story, because the moon and the star belongs to God. A religious group of people adopted the moon and star, but it doesn't belong to them. And let me give you some historical facts. I'm the type of person, I don't have to stunt. I don't have to stunt my knowledge. I don't have to drop a bunch of knowledge to let people know how smart I am, to let them know what I know, what I understand. I don't have to do that because I'm confident in myself. But the things that I do talk about, the things that I am invested, I know my shit, okay? Asara's father is a historian, an expert in history. He knows his shit, okay? So I'm around history all the time. I know, okay? So don't come for me. You check your facts before you come to me telling me what you don't like me using and who it belongs to. The moon and the star is a constellation called the Polaris constellation in the sky. It's actually a symbol that you can actually go outside and look at and see for yourself. It doesn't belong to a group of religious people. They adopted that sign. That sign, back then, the people who identified as Islamic, who were traveling in Arabia, they traveled at night and they used the sky, the stars, the constellation as a form of direction. Also, the moon and the star is a sign from God that God is with us. So before you come to me telling me what you don't appreciate me using and what belongs to who, get your shit first together before you come fact check me, because I know what I'm talking about. I know why I do the things that I do. I know it's my vision, it's not yours, so I know it better than you. And so I'm saying this for any future, and I'm not talking to the people who rock with me. I'm not talking to the people who always support me. I know you guys could care less what the name of my channel is, but I'm just talking to trolls, to people who just feel a certain way, who feel triggered, to itchy to use their fingers to come tell me what the moon and star symbol. I know, I kind of figured that some people might have a problem with my symbol, but you know what? I don't give a S-H-I-T, because God gave me that symbol. June 29th, 2019, God told me that, Amber, you can fly. I had a bunch of other stuff in that dream, but the most important thing that stood out to me was a big book this huge, and it had my daughter's date that she was going to be delivered. If I wouldn't have had to have a scheduled C-section to have Asara would have been born on the exact date that God gave it to me. You didn't know I was a seer. You didn't know I was a prophet. You didn't know I had prophetic dreams, but I don't have to go around telling people what I am and who I am and stunt my knowledge. I don't have to do that. All I have to do is be. That's what Moon and Star Therapy is about. Moon and Star Therapy is about being authentic, not being afraid to be your authentic self, not being afraid to reach for the moon and stars, no validation needed, being confident. Moon and Star Therapy is all about God being with me. No matter how dark life gets, God is with me and He will lead me out of any dark place. Moon and Star Therapy is all about shining the light on every dark place in your life so that you could be the best that you could be. That's what Moon and Star Therapy is about. Moon and Star Therapy is about not being afraid to be the beautiful creature that God made you to be, outside of religion, outside of what people's opinions and thoughts of you, outside of who people think you should be. Moon and Star Therapy is all about breaking chains, breaking generational curses from that you have adopted as a child from family. You didn't know I was bullied as a child. You didn't know that I dealt with emotional abandonment, emotional abuse. You didn't know that. You didn't know that Moon and Star Therapy is all about overcoming all of those. So that's why your comment got under my skin, my love. And the next time you come to my channel and you want to tell me about something, you get your facts straight, because I know why I do what I do. So for those of my loyals, my true supporters, the true family that supports me, whatever I do, whatever I'm talking about, that's how Moon and Star Therapy came to be. That's why my channel is named Moon and Star Therapy. It all has to do with Asara, my daughter. My daughter's name, the correct enunciation of her name is pronounced Asara. My daughter was named after the god Asar, which in Greek mythology they call him Osiris, but ancient Egyptian African history was there before Greek history, so the correct term is Asar, but people know him as Osiris. Asar is all about an explanation of life. People think that these gods and goddesses are ancient Egyptian our ancient Egyptian ancestors used to worship them, but that's not true. They were just used as energy, as a way to explain how life is created, how God works, how the earth works, lessons, morals, principles. Okay, the Europeans came and adopted all of our ancient ancestors' Egyptian beliefs, and they tried to understand it, and some of the stuff they didn't understand, and they put it on in their own words, and that's how we have different religions, different doctrines, and that's how we have Christianity today, okay? But my daughter is named after the god Asar, and the god Ra. The god Asar is judgment of the underworld, okay? He judges the afterlife, the underworld, okay? And also the beginning, the life of everything, okay? The god Ra, it means the sun, okay? The sun shining. So I know why not only does moon and star therapy have to do with my daughter, but I also named my daughter the moon and the star, because the two gods, the two deities I named her after has a lot to do with that. Fertility, new beginnings, life, birth, sun, creativity, okay? So don't come check me, guys. And I don't know, I know that I don't have to explain why my channel is this, but I just want to let people know, like, why if someone tries to come for me about that, and why someone has a problem with my symbol because it does resemble the Islamic star, I have to break it down to you, okay? Because no one goes to the gay community and say, hey, you know, the rainbow was in the Bible. It means the promise of God. I don't want you using that symbol for your group of people. No one does that. No, you wouldn't dare do that. So why would you come to my channel talking about you don't appreciate me using the moon and star? There are a bunch of different groups that use different symbols for whatever they want to. It's called free will. It's called being a human. Okay, it's called being a spirit, having a human experience, learning, deciding what works for you, okay? And so, yes, ladies, that's why my channel is named Moon and Star Therapy, okay? After I had my daughter, I closed my salon. You know, I got pregnant with my daughter during the pandemic. I was worried about her safety. I got pregnant with her at the very beginning, the height of it, okay? So I closed my salon, okay, and trying to protect both of us, okay? I closed my salon also because I wanted to stay at home with my daughter. I wanted to raise her, okay? After I had my daughter, I suffered severe postpartum depression, okay? And having my daughter shine the light on a lot of things in my life that I neglected about myself. So Moon and Star Therapy is all about healing. It's all about of recovering. It's all about mental health. It's all about just a way of life, a way of being true to yourself, okay? It's freeing. It's just a way of being, okay? And so that's why my channel was named Moon and Star Therapy, because out of the darkness came the light. Out of the darkness came birth, came new beginnings. That all stemmed from me having my daughter. My daughter, when I had my daughter, from getting pregnant with her, before I got pregnant with her, all the way up to after having her, so many epiphanies, so many revelations about myself. So that's what Moon and Star Therapy is about. Shining the light in the darkness. Not just being a being and shining a light in this world, in dark places and helping people, but shining the light in your own dark spaces, in your own life, in your own internal world, in your own heart, okay? Being true to yourself, loving yourself, self-love, loving every part of you, even the parts that you're ashamed of, even the bruises and the scars that people put on you. It's all about embracing those challenges, okay? So for those of you who love me and you rock with me, okay, now you know what Moon and Star Therapy is about. It has a lot to do with my daughter, and when it comes to my daughter, anybody's ass can get cut. Everybody can get it. But she didn't know. You didn't know, my love. I don't expect you to know, but that's why you shouldn't go on people's channels and be all bold and bad talking about what I should be using and what I shouldn't be using, because you don't know me. You don't know me from a can of paint. You don't know nothing I've had to deal with in life. You don't know all the trials or tribulations, all the heartbreak, all the abuse that I've had to deal with. You don't know why I am the way I am. You don't know why my channel is called Moon and Star Therapy. But it's like a phrase my mama used to say, now you like Refco, now you know, okay? So please, anybody that feels triggered by the name of my channel, anybody that feels triggered from the symbol that I use that has to deal with my channel, I'm telling you, if you don't have nothing positive to say, or you don't have any positive critiques, I don't mind positive critique. I don't mind positive criticism. I don't mind that. I'm not this person who's just gonna break. No, I've been through way worse that could break me, okay? I don't mind that. And I definitely don't mind people showing me love. I definitely don't mind people showing love to my channel. But one thing you're not gonna do is come up on here and just start talking about what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing, what you don't like, and what you don't like me using. No, my love. You're just gonna get blocked. You're gonna get blocked. And if someone says the right thing, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm still imperfect. I'm still growing. I know y'all hear this sweet, loving voice, but there's another side to me that I'm still working on. There's another side to me that people have just stumped on, okay? And I'm not for it, okay? Y'all, some of the trolls, you don't know that I've had to deal with bullying when I was a little girl. So bullying is something that I will not tolerate and I will not accept on my channel. And I don't like for anyone else to bully anyone else that I love, anyone else that I care about. I'm the type of person, if I don't have nothing nice to say, I'm not going to say it at all. If I have a problem with you or a problem with what you're doing, I'm simply just not going to entertain or invest my energy or time into you. I don't have the time to sit here and type up something that you could absolutely care less about, okay? Because we all have opinions, okay? Whew, I'm sorry for that rant, guys. That girl got under my skin. And like I said, it's because it was touchy. She doesn't know why my channel is named Moon and Star Therapy. Y'all see me wear this necklace every day. Okay, I even have it tattooed on my arm with the moon and the star. I even have it tattooed on my arm. And I know some people will have a problem with my sign because it's Islamic star, but at the end of the day, nobody owns the moon and the star, okay? God created it. You didn't create it. You're not a god. Okay, you can't tell me what I can use and what I can't use. And that symbol, if you do your research, it's actually a sign that people followed as they were traveling, okay? And it also means God is with us. And God gave me that sign. So when you come in for my channel and you're telling me not to use a symbol, you're coming for what God showed me, what God told me. Moon and Star Therapy is also understanding my spiritual gifts. For a long time, I didn't know what my gifts were. But I've been on this spiritual journey for the last almost 5 years. And I have found some beautiful things about myself, okay? I have learned that I have visions, I have dreams, I have very prophetic dreams, okay? And everything that had to deal with my daughter was very prophetic from the beginning to the end. And that moon and star is something I will never forget of that vision that God gave me in the book. And I saw the date that my daughter was supposed to be born. My daughter was supposed to be born either November the 9th or November the 11th, okay? 11/11. And if they wouldn't have forced a star to come out early, she probably would have came on the exact date that I seen in a book. I seen a big old book with a Mickey Mouse with a blue onesie, and I seen a crescent moon and a star, and it announced the birth of her of when I would have her. I was like, okay, God, is this when I'm gonna have her, or is this when I'm gonna get pregnant? Come to find out, I conceived her in February, and she was supposed to be due in November. Okay, so that is why I wanted to light that girl up. That is why it got under my skin. And I know I'm repeating myself and I'm being repetitive, but you just have to be careful when you come on people's channels and say stuff, because you have no idea why they do things the way they do, what they've been through, or the challenges and the obstacles that they've gone through. having my daughter has just been one of the greatest blessings in my life, because it has allowed me to see myself in a different light through her, through having her. Okay, she is like the sun in my life. She is the sun in my life, shining the light on every dark place. That's why her name means the sun. That's why I always play that song by Nina Simone. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. That song is special to me. That song is so special to me. My daughter is so special to me. And that's why anybody's ass can get lit up talking crazy out the side of your mouth, especially if it has something to do with her. Okay? Well, that's it, ladies. This video is going on 25 minutes, all about this rant. But make a long story short, if you have a problem with, first of all, if you're religious, super high religious, you ain't got no business on my channel with me talking about tarot, spirit guides, and all that. Because according to your religion, it's I'm the devil, I'm demonic, I'm a witch. So you ain't got no business watching my channel, okay? And if you are super religious and the moon and star symbol triggers you, it's just as easy as unsubscribing or not watching me at all. It's so simple. It's so easy, but people are unhappy, so, or jealous or hating or whatever. So now they kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Dump their filth on you to get you in a bad mood. But no, I'm just gonna simply block, because I'm not gonna let nobody get me out of character. Okay, I'm not gonna let nobody get me outside of myself. I don't want to regret nothing down the future, so I would just simply block you. But why are you commenting on my channel if you're religious and you don't like what I talk about? I will never understand that. I will never understand that from people. But anyways, ladies, for those of you who love me and truly support me, now you know what Moon and Star Therapy is about. That's why I call my channel Moon and Star Therapy. It's a way of life. It's a way of being. It's a way of thinking, okay? It's all about being your authentic self, being your true self, not being afraid to step out of the lines, to color outside the lines, to get outside the boxes that people put you in, to not be afraid of really figuring out who you truly are. What does your true spiritual self look like? What beautiful creature are you? What are your spiritual gifts? How can you truly find out how the universe works and hear from it and speak to it, and how it can become magic in your own personal world? Okay, that's what Moon and Star Therapy is about. It's all about mental health. It's all about helping people. It's all about helping people to be their best selves. So in seeing me be free, and seeing me not be afraid, not be ashamed to do whatever I decide to do, it will give you encouragement for you to be free, for you to be unashamed and unapologetic, for you to be wild and free, for you to find your own journey. Not all who wander are lost, okay? That's a saying I see all the time. Not all who wander are lost, okay? Some of us have just outgrown the past that people set for us, the paths that people expect us to go on. We've just outgrown those, and now we're trying to follow our true path, that true higher self path, that true path that God predestined for us from the beginning of time. Not some path that a man put in a book for us. No, and it's nothing wrong with using and reading those principles, but there's nothing wrong with finding out who you are from God himself. Actually, that's what God wants, okay? So for those of you who think I'm a witch, a demon, whatever, blah, blah, I'm evil, hey, whatever, I accept that, because that means that now I know who's for me, and now I know who's against me. And if I could just continue to put the work so I can find my tribe and find the people who embrace me and embrace my weirdness and embrace everything that I have to do, because I'm not changing for nobody. This is who I am. You're either with it or you're not, okay? I love you, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.